good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Welsh. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play-action fake. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Well, a lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Find his tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Find some fresh air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Welch. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. The Cornhuskers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Power football with the run. That hole closed quickly. One out to the 6.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Quick completion to the right. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Got his man quickly. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The give to the tailback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Soft spot in the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, better look out!
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Cornhuskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll try it over the left side. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of...
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Welsh. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, give on the inside. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To get another look at this Hokie offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be
trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are going to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's brought down a short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He lets it fly. It's picked off. That's number 10. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The corners are walked up tight. He's open on the right. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitant.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick release on the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Shakes off the defender.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Looking for a man. It's Welch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 25 over Arkansas. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Welsh. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Not able to hook up near, incomplete.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Finds a man on the right. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that. But what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's a good job by this defense. The two-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Dropping back, it's Welch. Here comes the heat. It's picked off. That's number 10. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be